Well, just a great day for us. I'm really, really happy for this team. We've gone through our ups and downs throughout the course of the year. We've played really well sometimes. We've struggled at times, and the guys just kept fighting. To lose Vic Law right out of the gate and pretty much everyone leave us for dead. But the guys refused to do that. Then Alex Ola goes down, and we get left for dead again. And it's for us to be in the top half of this league, and with what we've gone through and the adversity, and it's not easy playing in the Big Ten, no matter who you play. And just really proud. It was important to us to try to get 20 wins, to try to get 8 league wins. We've talked about it the last 2 weeks. It was important to us to get to that 9th seed, which you come in the top 9 in our conference. To me, obviously, that's not the end goal. We want to compete for championships down the road, but you look for 3 years in a row. I think my first year we were second to last. Last year we came in 10th. This year we came in 9th. With a lot of injuries. So the improvement that we're making, guys are getting better, and can't say enough about Trey and Alex. I just love those 2 guys. I said it on the radio after the game. To me, they're a part of a core that will always be very special to me. When I first came in here as a rookie coach who'd never called a timeout, never made a sub, obviously I came from a good program and had credentials, but I'd never done it before. For those guys, along with Drew Crawford and Jershawn Cobb and Sanjay, for those guys as a core to just really believe in me and, gave me a lot of inspiration from day one. And I'm just so happy for them that they were able to play like this on their senior night in front of their family, in front of our fans, and it just makes it a special end. We can close the book now on the regular season, and we'll take tomorrow and get ourselves ready and get our legs back and get ready for Indy. But now we can close the book on a regular season that I view as very successful. Now, would I have liked to have a couple games back? Absolutely. That's what competition and competitiveness is about. I'd love to have 3 or 4 back that, man, if we could have got those. But at the end of the day, there's also probably 3 or 4 maybe that we shouldn't have won that we found a way to win. So it all kinds of evens itself out. The seniors were fantastic. Nebraska's hard to play against. Obviously, I thought we did a great job defensively on Shields and White to hold Siobhan Shields to 2 field goals. His last 2 games, I think he had 32 against Purdue and then 27 or 29 in the game before that. So he had about 60 points in his last 2 games. To hold him to 2 for 12, to force Andrew White to take 12 shots to get 13 points. That was our main focus. We wanted to do a great job on those 2 guys, and our guys did that. So it's a great win. We'll give our guys a chance. We'll give them tomorrow off and kind of let them get their legs back. And then, fortunately, now playing Thursday, it gives us 2 really good days of prep before I think we're playing Michigan, somebody told me. So get ready for Michigan on Thursday afternoon.
I know 20 wins isn't the end goal. You still have postseason ahead, but where does this put you as far as your building process here?
Well, I just think we're continuing to move forward. You never want to take steps back. I think that's the thing. And there's no one more competitive and no one more impatient than me about wanting. I want to win championships. I want to go to Final Fours. I want to win league titles. All those kind of things. But the way we have to build it here is it does take a little time. We have to get guys in here. We have to develop them. We have to get experienced. We got to keep adding class on top of class. I feel like in our first 2 classes, you look what we've come out with. We've come out with some good players, and you never know until they get to college. It's an inexact science in recruiting, but I really love our core. I love where we are now. I love where we're headed, and I feel good about it. 20 for me too. There were a number of days in my life that I had the number 20 on my front and back. That was my jersey number. So the number 20 is very special to me. So it's a great accomplishment for this team.
What do you think of the way Demps and Ola did to control their emotions early on in the game?
I thought it was awesome because I was worried to death, man. Imagine, put yourself in Alex Ola's shoes. He's got his parents and his brother here. Have never seen him play live college basketball. They've never been to the United States. They get here 2 days ago. He's an emotional guy. He's a loving guy. Like, I just couldn't imagine myself, what I would feel like, how anxious, how nervous, how excited, all those things. And for him to come out and go for 19-8, absolutely unbelievable. I didn't expect that at all. I expected him to be really emotional and, us to have to kind of uplift him early because he was going to be too excited. And it was the opposite. He had great composure. He and Trey got us off to a great start. I thought it was going to have to be our young guys get us off to a great start because of the emotions of senior night. But it flipped. The guys that got us off to a great start were our 2 older guys, and I'm just so happy for them because this is not – Trey's wife is due any day. He's got his whole family here. He's out – I just can't imagine, having to get it all together, go out there and play your final game at home and to play as well as those two kids did. Just really proud of them.
Do you think you or the team learned anything from those collapses against Michigan and Ohio State that allowed you to sort of hold off those collapses, both against Penn State and today?
Yeah, I hope you get tougher from it. And a lot of times, look, when it's good and it's bad, I always say it's a player's game, man. My staff and I think we do a pretty good job trying to game plan and give these guys the blueprint. But the players are the ones that win the game. They're the ones that won 20 games. Like, they had to make the plays, they had to get the stops. They had to take care of the ball. I thought we got a little tight. I thought their pressure got into our legs a little bit, to be quite honest with you. I thought we got a little winded. I thought Parker's pressure on the ball. I thought Webster's pressure on the ball. And I'm sure that was a game plan of theirs. I thought we got a little bit winded. They made a run. We looked a little tired. I called that timeout because I knew I could get 2 full timeouts in a row because I thought we were getting a little bit tired about the 10-minute mark. And then we settled the ship. We came out of a timeout. Alex we got it inside. He scored. The next time I thought he got a big elbow jump shot he hit, and then we got just enough stops. They were driving the ball. They were getting calls, and they're tough. Shields is a tough cover, man. He's 6'6", 6'7", 225. He just puts his head down. He's hard to guard. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense with his driving ability, and White's one of the premier shooters. So I think we've learned. It's tough lessons to learn, through Ohio State and Michigan were the 2 that really stung us the most because we felt like we outplayed those 2 teams and we didn't finish the deal. And to be able to have these last 2 games where we did finish the deal, hopefully that's something we'll carry with us as we move forward.
You play Michigan next. What do you take away from the last time you guys faced them going into that?
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a game. I have the utmost to me. Coach Beeline is an incredible coach, incredible tactician. You give him preparation, he's going to be ready. And I thought we did some things in the first game maybe that kept them off balance, and now they're going to be ready for it. We know that. So I thought the thing we did in the last game very well was we took away their threes. What we didn't do as well was they adjusted, and I thought Rockman and Walton, their penetration against us was a big key in the game, not being able to keep those guys out of the paint. And so it's a catch-22, though, because they're such a three-point prolific team that you got to kind of pick and choose how you want to guard them, what you want to try to do, and I'm sure they're going to do the same with us. But it was a heck of a game last week when we played them. I thought it was 2 teams playing really hard. 2 teams that were well prepared, ready to play, and they made the tougher plays down the stretch to win. And that's what we're going to have to do different. We're going to have to rebound the ball. We're going to have to get loose balls, and we're going to have to make free throws, and we're going to have to execute when we need to.
You've been speaking on toughness a lot. Have you seen these past 2 games maybe an improvement from your players? And
yeah, I think the guys are probably tired of me saying that word to them and writing it on the board in the timeouts. You can probably ask them. They think they're getting tired of me doing that, but it's the only way, man. It's the only way we're gonna get to that next step. It's that fine line, that mental and physical toughness you need, and we've shown in the last 2 games we've faced a lot of game pressure these last 2 games. Nebraska was making a run. They had a lot of energy. They were trying to press us, and we steadied the ship. We scored when we needed to. We got enough stops, and we made our free throws. We didn't turn it over, in the last 4 minutes against the press. So lot of gains in those areas, and something to really build from. All right, thank you, guys. Also, just I want to mention the crowds this year were fantastic, and the students and the fans. Like I noticed this year, I mean, it was huge what we're trying to do to support, and it's something that's been the vision of our program and our team here, our marketing staff, getting people in the seats and being enthusiastic. It's a big reason why we won 5 games in the league at home. So kudos to all